And that's all you get of the MIDI, because I don't really need to do anything except stream. So, Night of Doom. Explanation for what's going on. So, last night me and Hopper did day 6 of the blind race. Let me just set up the volume correctly. And during that race, I deleted the VOD. Yeah, I deleted the VOD of last night's stream while I was streaming. It's a long story. It involves hearts. Don't ask. But basically, here's a recap of everything I did. I got the last 15 stars that were missing in the overworld. Or in the first overworld. So we're going to be redoing that. Expedited, of course, because now I can just show where the stars are, because I don't actually have to get them anymore. So, step 1. Last night, I started with getting wall ground switch. The thing that I was stumped about. Took me a little bit, but wasn't actually that hard to find. It was exactly where I thought it would be. It's quite difficult to get. I don't actually know if I'll be able to replicate what happened. So, I was wondering what the heck the Sniffet is for. You need to kill the Sniffet to get health. You need to get both his coins. And you need to not die. I don't know, I just kind of rushed at him, and it worked. Anyway, the switch is right here. And it makes a box at the end of the hallway that you can't get to in time because you're gonna drown. Unless you kill the Sniffet, which I somehow did. I don't know, I just kind of like swam into him, and like, I guess I jumped in the exact frame like that. Except I actually got both coins. Like that. So you need to do that so that you have enough health, and then you just need to book it for this box. And if you're lucky, you'll survive. There we go. Then you just do this, and it's as good as gone. So from there, what I did was, I went into, here, into Bowser's old domain. And, I did finish clearing up all of the, stars there. I'll actually hold off going to Bowser's old domain first. I'm gonna go to Bowser 1 for explanation and exposition. I'm gonna clear up Bowser 1, then I'll do old domain. And then this stream will probably, continue with more actual Blind Night of Doom with Hopper. So I got through missing 6 stars in here. Because apparently every single star course has 6 stars. With, like, one exception, that was Luigi's challenge. So, first things first, something we found. So those hidden boxes that we were looking for, they are always over signs. Or around signs. I was just hopping around. I had a theory it was something like that. I wasn't entirely sure, so I was just hopping around testing while Hopper had some, pretty bad, connection issues with his internet. So I was just testing this, and it worked. It's right there. I was like, what am I hitting? And I wall jumped off it, and I was like, okay, not an invisible wall, it's definitely a box. Because I was wall jumping off of it. And so now it's just a matter of ground pounding and surviving. I actually grabbed the star my first time through, but either way, this works. Like so. So that was that one done. And the rest of the stars are pretty much all along this pathway. It's long, so I'm not going to be getting all the stars, obviously. I'm just going to be showing the highlights. Okay, can we not? I didn't actually fight the boss, though, so the first boss is still going to be blind. I'm going to do that first things first when we actually do day 7 of the race. Because right now, we have background noise, and day 5.5, I don't know. I forget what 5.5 is. Starvenge 5.5 is. Why am I on Mario Cam? As much as I complain about Parallel Actu Cam, it's actually quite useful for Kaizo hacks, because precision. At least this version. It's super precise. Okay, can we get up here, please? This angle might help. Also, save stating halfway through might help. Really? Okay. So, all the stars are past here. And this is where we start to split off the paths. I'll actually make save state 1 here. And then load saves. Okay, then load that. So. I'll get that later. So you got these pillars here. And you saw that up there? There's no way to get up there via bouncing. It's just too high. But you're supposed to jump down here. And there's a star. So that was the first one I got. I was like, okay, where's the rest of the level? It took me a bit to find it, but the last star I got in this level, you also come here, and you have to do this. Or something. This is the easiest way up, I believe. Because you do actually need to get up there, but you can't really with the mount bouncing, so you kind of got to do this. Also got trolled by the fact that it looks like there's a star up here, but it's just a fly guy. Or like a troll star. maybe it is just a troll star. Looks like a troll star. It's not a fly guy. Yeah, that's like a troll star. Funky. Anyway. This leads to a very long gauntlet, which at the end leads to a star. I'm going to be showing off the gauntlet. Hence why I made the alt save. And this gauntlet is very long. This is a horrible angle. Let's have an angle that isn't complete halitosis. I don't know. So get up here. And you gotta do more of this garbage. It's pretty good. This part is the hard part. Gotta get a good angle. Gotta tilt it slightly, because this is a complicated swan dive. And by complicated, I mean very precise. More precise than that. My angle might be too sharp. Yeah, that's why it's so precise. Because you need to survive, and surviving is the hard part. But you can just barely survive. And after you do that, you got fire. There's a fire jet that you can't really see, or a fire spewer. Oh no, I'm alive. Gotta do some wall jumps that kind of suck here. I think you get the picture. Gotta land about here. Almost at the end of this gauntlet. Another swan dive. This one's a lot more forgiving. And here's one of the main reasons why you need to get good health. You need to be able to take burn. You can't be half dead. Which is annoying, because if you are, well, you're kind of just screwed. Time it well with those flame jets. And we are at the end of it. The star's right here. So, that's that one. Now, next one, so see this coin? It's over top of quicksand. It's a bit tricky to get, but you gotta bounce off it while still being alive. Because the quicksand doesn't activate while you're, for a little bit while you're bouncing. So yeah, there are 5 horrible, horrible secrets that you have to collect. Anyway, the way to progress in this level is, you don't need to be metal, but being metal makes this 1,000 times easier. Also, I missed the fact, there's a secret right there. Let's actually show how you get this one. By that I mean, you can't really. Get it like that, but then there's no way back, and that means you have to traverse this lava part on the edges, and that is tedious and long, so I'm just gonna pretend I got that secret for the sake of saving time. I'll show where the star spawns anyway. Wasn't gonna be able to physically collect the star anyway, even if I was gonna reload the save. Just because of how I routed this. Because I did skip one for narrative purposes. So here you just do some bouncies. Long jump and die. Good. That's why we save state. More than never. Beam bird's okay. Maybe not. Save state up here. There we go. That box has nothing on it. Wait, was that? What was that shimmering down there? Is that a flame, or is that just part of the background? Okay. Oh, it was the red cap. The wing cap. So yeah, what did Hopper do while I was doing all this nonsense? He did a few stars. He went to the second overworld. He did a... Oh, there was a level called Space Dreams that he, or Space Memories, I don't know, that he, did a lot of, as in all of, and then he did most of, Course 10. Okay, here's our next split path. Down here leads to, the boss. I didn't enter that, but I did come over here because I had a feeling. And I was right. There's a star back here. It's kind of a pain to get, though. Because you gotta wall jump into it. You can't grab that ledge. But it's not too bad. See, not that bad. Anyway, 2 stars left. One of them is the secrets, one of them is not the secrets. They both are eventually up this path, up this rodeo, up this stream, up this pistachio ice cream. Well, actually, let's not burn. I do like how many times I'm gonna end up having climbed this foray. You know, foray. That's totally the correct English word. Not the correct English word. Not actually an English word. So yeah, doing this blind took about like an hour, or an hour. It took about almost 4 hours. The entire stream was, but yeah, we're gonna condense this in like an hour, if. This part is kind of complicated and kind of a pain, so I'm just gonna do this. Do some fanciness, which is what I did the first time up here. Anyway, here's our third secret. Third? Shouldn't this be right? No, this is right. I think. Yeah, this is right. Okay. I think. Anyway, it's another secret. That's all you need to know. Jump up here. Oh! That's a new one. I didn't realize that edge was deadly. Anyway, bounce around for a little bit. But don't waste too much time because this metal cap is quite important. Wait, what? I actually missed a secret. Let's see, there's the one there, there's the one on there. There's the one there and there. Oh, I remember where I missed one. For demonstrative purposes. Anyway, the one I just got is the one that's supposed to be your last. Okay, let's kill this Chucky because he's kind of in the way. Anyway, we're coming up to the hardest star in this level. It wasn't actually the gauntlet, because the gauntlet was just tricky jumps. This one is, like, very precise. I think I've got a method. Anyway, the star spawns right here. Right over this flame jet right up there. For the secrets. The missing two secrets are one right here. This is by the wing cap switch itself. Yeah, the wing cap switch is right there. You gotta backtrack a bit. And the last one is I'll actually be able to showcase it like this. Anyway, for this star, you've got to precisely bounce from one pillar to the other, and it's about as precise as nothing. This is the most imprecise thing ever. Okay. Anyway, let's show off the missing secret. It's right down here. So the part where you go around behind it, you just go to the left instead, and the secret's right there. So this jump, I actually only found one way of making this jump. And that is to not make the jump, and instead to land on the platform itself. The edge of the platform is solid ground you can land on, not lava. Like so. And you can barely make that with a long jump. It's actually easier than with that's by far the best way to do it. And then you just like do a triple jump ground pound to grab the star, like so. So, with the revelation that all the stars are so yeah, with the realization that all of the invisible box stars are over top of signs, I went back to wow, I'm so bad. This is why we save state more often. I went back to the metal and wing caps, aka the metal cap and old sand slide, and got those. I'd gotten all the other stars from there in the last stream, which is not yet public. I'll put it public shortly. But I've yet to actually showcase. Okay, let's save state here. Go to slot 2. Let's go to Old Sand Slide, because this one was worse. Because you basically have to do Hollywood again, if you remember from the previous stream. Which will be live for this one or whatever. Anyway, for the record, the only reason why I'm doing this is, this backtracking is because I, want to, because I'm annoyed, actually. I want a full catalog of all the stars on my YouTube. Okay, let's hop in the level. Let's die. Try this again. I really love the music in Old Sand Slide. So, the only sign... You may have wondered what this sign here, you can see right by that large sign, what it's for. That's where we have to get to. So on top of the small sign, so on top of the sign with the arrow, up towards the edge, above that sign is where the invisible box is. The only way to do it is to climb up to Hollywood, aka the star above the Brodude sign, which takes a good 5 minutes or so. And then jumping down, it's actually pretty easy to jump down. And so because of that, I'm not actually going to showcase that just because it takes so long, and it's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. But needless to say, it's just kind of up there. The one in the metal cap, however, is a lot easier to show off. Basically, it's just do that one star above the sign and then just jump down. The same star, but more so. Now, the one in the metal cap, however, it's a bit more straightforward. Just kind of hop over here onto this. The sign, you can see the sign. Now, I actually checked a lot of places for this one. And by that I mean, I checked all the way above the sign. Various high levels. Jumping off some of the architecture up there with like the boxes that appear and stuff. You can't really see from here, but the correct answer is none of that. Because it's actually below the sign. Right here. And that, the ones that we've left to show off are the ones in Bowser's Toxic Terrace, or whatever. So, there is a sign right there. It is above the sign, the invisible box here, but it's a lot trickier to get to. It's not free. Anyway, I had some fun times in this level, as you'll see shortly. I got 3 stars from here, then did most of Bowser, and then came back here once I realized I was missing a lot of stars here. This level kinda sucks. Okay, so first star, and this was actually the one that took me the longest to find. It's in this gap right here. But you have to make sure you can survive. The jump. Which is easier said than done. making sure you survive this jump is hard. Now there is this, but you got to, since you're pretty much going to take damage. Actually, no. You can avoid taking damage with a very tricky jump. Okay. Huh. I just survived barely and jumped into that with enough speed to get my health back, which is barely possible. Anyway, now we just have Frankersy. Got memes. But memes aside... Oh yeah, I had some fun times where I dodged a bullet between this fire. I mentioned it in the original audio. You should actually, the original audio would be saved if you watched Hopperbur's stream. So you should totally watch that. Because there were some good moments, like when I discovered the secret behind Timmy. AKA something, a thing he coined that you'll see shortly. Yeah, I like did that and somehow survived the flame jets. I'm actually gonna have to kill this Chucky for health. Then the star is just up here. Just do some fairly easy wall jumping that I failed way too many times. And the star's right there. That was the last one that I actually got of the stream. It took me a very long time to find it. Even with wireframes, I saw the hallway, but I couldn't figure out how to get to the hallway. And eventually I was like, okay, it's over here. Is there just a hole in the acid? And there was. Okay, so that's 3 stars showcased. Next one is right there. You can see it on screen for a quick, brief moment. Barely. It's in that box right down there, and because this is angled, you have to go from this side, but it's just slightly angled, the walls, so it's not perpendicular perfectly. But yeah, I just gotta do some weird wall jumping to get underneath it. This is the last one I actually found before I quit. Searching here. So this is the 4th one I got in this level. Anyway, we found out why this was called Bowser's Old Domain. And we also figured out how to do 0 star of this game. But those are, yeah, I did that. And then you just have to actually get the star. Which, my angle's not going to allow me to do. You get the gist of it. So I'm not going to, elaborate further. Instead, I'm gonna keep on climbing. Because we were quite close to another star. I really liked that coin. Don't actually know if we have enough health to do this. We might. It's down here. Star's right there. Just do some simple jumping to get it, like so. So now there's just 2 stars left to showcase, I believe. We don't actually have enough health to survive this. Our health is bad. We need to get both coins from this snippet. HP management in this place is horrible. Oh, look at me, the heave hose in a good cycle. Really? Come on. Okay. So you get up here. And I believe last time was in Toxic Land. I stumbled across the gap and was like, the place where I'm gonna end up going next, and I was like, oh, I need a metal cap for that. This snippet is a pain. There we go. Oh, goodness. All of the snippets. We don't actually have enough HP to survive right now. Yeah, we do, if we do some precise jumps. Anyway, down here, you may recall from last time I was in here when I was getting red coins, these platforms, which I'm apparently bad at climbing. And I'll survive if I grab... I can't grab the ledge.